According to Kiplinger.com, the popular family YouTube channel, the Ace Family makes an estimated $1.4 million a year. Content creation is becoming increasingly more popular, and people are making a lot of money from it. However, children are being exploited by their parents online, and they need to have a federal law to protect them and prevent this exploitation from continuing. I think that this issue is going to become increasingly more relevant because of the rise of social media, and these kids are being put in dangerous situations and they need to be protected. I've seen many examples of seemingly innocent family influencers be exposed for child abuse, and so I think that I have a deep understanding of the complexities of this issue. For you to understand this exploitation, I will begin by explaining the channels of exploitation. I will show some examples of kids that have been exploited online, and then I will offer a proposed solution of a federal law to protect these children. First, I will begin by explaining how these kids are exploited by their parents online. Public social media accounts allow for anybody and everyone to view your content. So exploitation can occur through a family influencer account or a child influencer account in which the account is ran by the parents. These influencers make a lot of money from their content and from brand deals and sponsorships. So exploitation can occur when the parents don't give any money to the kids for being in their content, or in the case of a child influencer, when the parent runs the account, they take all the money that the kid rightfully earned through their own account. An important term to know is sharenting. And according to psychologytoday.com, sharenting is defined as the practice of parents publicly sharing images and personal details about their children online, which often starts innocently. While some parents may be just posting some wholesome content of their kids online, other parents are posting private moments of their kids that may be humiliating or embarrassing, or they're even posting their kids in suggestive and inappropriate ways. By constantly recording these kids, they're invading their privacy, and they're also creating unrealistic expectations for the way in which the kids feel they need to act in front of a camera. Exploitation can occur in different ways. We can look at a family influencer, a mother named Ruby Franke, who was recently exposed in a New York Times article for child abuse. And she was the mother of this family YouTube channel, 8 Passengers. And here's a clip of her creating these unrealistic expectations for the way in which her son needs to act on camera.
It came from, even if you have to fake it. Fake being happy.
As you can see, the son is very upset and he doesn't want to be in this content, but his mom is forcing him and making him act a certain way for her content and for views. Another example of exploitation is financial, and this can be seen in the article titled "Influencing Kid Influencing, Protecting Children by Limiting the Right to Profit from Sharenting." And this article highlights a popular family YouTube channel, the LeBrand family. This article dives into how the kids lack any legal entanglement to the channel's earnings, so they receive no compensation for the content in which they're in, and the parents are taking all the money, even the money that they do deserve, because they're in the content. The last example is of a mother on TikTok who would post her child in inappropriate and suggestive ways. These videos would be of her daughter eating a cucumber or making certain faces, and it was for a specific audience of men. And these videos had hundreds of thousands of saves on TikTok, and so this mother was essentially sexually exploiting her daughter online for views. Now that you have an understanding of the ways in which children can be exploited online, I will dive into a proposed solution of a federal law to protect these kids. There are currently no federal laws in the United States that protect kids from being exploited by their parents online. So the creation of a federal law that protects these kids from harm, protects their ability to consent to being filmed, protects them and gives them the right to content removal, and deals with their earnings is necessary. Social media platforms can play a role in this by having better regulations for the content that is being put on their platforms. So they could flag content that may seem like the children are being sexually exploited, or if the kids are being humiliated by their parents posting private moments online. These kids should 100% have the ability to consent to being filmed in any content, especially monetized content, and with that, they should also have the right to request content removal as a minor and even when they become an adult. In terms of their earnings, these kids should record any of the content that they've been in and receive adequate compensation for it. With the help of social media companies and this federal law, these kids will be protected from further exploitation. Now that you all have a better understanding of the ways in which children are being exploited and have seen how this federal law will help protect them and keep them safe and well supported, I hope that you all understand the gravity of this situation and why we need to protect them. Children everywhere are depending on us.